Well, I did not realize that Flash was related to Queen, but I will not go off of that. Flash is a black kitty cat.
Oh.
He came to our house to be a barn cat. But we did not have the barn built yet. So he ended up going downstairs, and unfortunately I got a little cool little kittens. No, because he came with his brother, shivering. My wife and daughter wanted him to get warm, so he became an upstairs kitty cat. But he has a formal name. He has worked at, very difficult, he's worked at this for a number of years. He's the he-she flying cat dog, baboon butt boozer, toothless thinner. Now to go back to explaining why he's gotten this long formal name and he keeps adding to it. He's not a young kitty cat anymore. The he-she, well, he had a little problem with urinating when he was a little kitten. He backed up, so he had to go for an operation. And at that time, the outcome of the operation was he became a he-she. So when you take him to the veterinarian, you can tell if the veterinarian's really checked him or not because you ask him, okay, what type of cat is he? And if the answer is not a he-she, well, obviously they did not do a good body survey. Now, the baboon butt, well, Flash is unique. I told you he's unique. His first operation was not successful. He had to go back for a second time. So he was known as the baboon butt in the household for a number of times because we never knew that he had black hair in the back because it was always just shaved off skin. So that's where he got his baboon butt. Then there was a period of time that my wife and I, we would get, some beverage. And one night we came back after going to a concert. I forget what the name of the concert was. It's not Queen, but Flash was not very normal. Now Flash is a normal kitty cat anyway, but he definitely was not that anymore that night. He was a little bit inebriated. He was drunk because he had gotten in there with his paw and gotten the bottom part of the alcohol drinks that we had left behind before he went to the concert. So he had earned that part of his name as the boozer. Now the flying cat came because there's a period of time when they would, the bottles of water would come with little twist off caps that you could throw, you're supposed to throw in the trash can. But we'd throw it off the bed and he'd run and retrieve it. He's a better retriever than our dog. We'd do something similar for our dog. It's like, what am I supposed to do? We'd throw it for Flash, and he'd just keep retrieving it. So that's where he got his flying cat dog, because we'd throw it down the hallway, bounce it off the hall, he'd run down the hall, up on the wall, and down to retrieve the bottle cap and right back. Every night at 8:30. And then he's just a young kitten, but as you age a little bit, you occasionally have some tooth problems. Well, it's been a few days, but he's lost all his teeth. So he's now the toothless wonder. But never tell him, unless you want to be in big trouble, that if he bites you, you better say, ah, ouch, because he has big teeth yet. And you ask the little kitten in the house if he has big teeth, he will tell you that he does. And this last winter, he's gotten aged again. He's getting a little thin on the sides and the back in his hair. So he's starting to become a little bit, a little less hair back there, but still thing. You don't tell him about these things because he is the king of the house yet. Just ask any cat. We adopted a stray last summer, and he still comes in, and Flash still looks at him. There is no discussion. Who's the king? So that's a little bit about the story of the formal name of Flash, the he, she, flying cat dog, baboon butt, boozer. Yeah, he worked, it took us a while in the boozer to get him figured out. Toothless and slightly hairless on the side.